the main hallmarks of what I've taught across the last 25 or 30 years is to teach people via a process that I call explorations. So let's talk about that for a minute, because I have been introduced and worked quite a bit with guided imagery, which is where guided imagery is more of an educational process. So with guided imagery, which is a wonderful, wonderful process, someone would verbally lead you through into your body, and they would tell you what you find. They would tell you how to work with it. They would give you the exact images that would be what this outsider considers to be the best images for you to use in order to heal, in order to have things unfold in a way that would be helpful for your system. And guided imagery is a wonderful process. I'm not in any way downgrading guided imagery, which is used actually quite extensively when you're working with people who have illness and really don't know what to find inside. So that's lovely. But what I use instead is a process I call explorations, inner explorations. And what I do in that process is that I give you some landmarks, just so you're in the territory, dropping inside. It might be something like, allow your eyes to close and allow yourself just to be curious and follow your breath and notice the sensations of breathing as you inhale and exhale. So not being judgmental, but being very curious about what you find. I'm not telling you what to find. I'm saying, let me guide you to the door. Allow yourself to drop in. And then what shows up? It's an exploration. This means that anything that shows up is going to be information for you about your inner landscape. This is a very key piece because all of us have a unique human system. And for all of us, our inner landscape is going to be slightly different. It's going to be unique. So I guide people into their inner landscape, and then I help them unfold the areas of their inner landscape that are the most helpful, wisdom-bringing, steadying, clarifying, inspiring, powerful parts of who you are. So that's the difference between an exploration and guided imagery. And I work with exploration. So the second thing about how I work is that I work exclusively with the attribute of curiosity, meaning I don't really want your judgment on board. Your assessment, your ability to think with your prefrontal cortex and to actually assess what's going on, great. That's beautiful. But I don't want your judgmental mind on board because it shuts down what we can feel if your linear logical brain is there going, oh, no, that can't be true, or why would you be thinking that, or all the things that our judgmental mind does shuts down this inner exploratory process. So curiosity is the next thing that people require. The third piece to how I work is I teach people about how to pay attention to sensation versus emotions or thoughts. Yes, emotions and thoughts are going to come through. That's a part of our human process, and we all know that. However, underneath of every emotion that we feel, underneath of every thought that we feel, there is the building blocks of what it means to be human, which are the sensations that happen in our bodies. So these sensations might be something like, I'm going to give you an example now. Let's say, for instance, that my beloved pet just died, my beloved cat or dog or whatever. And I am feeling the grief of that in my chest. What I teach people how to do is to drop underneath the story about that grief to the felt sense of it. Is it heavy? Is it light? Is it wet? Is it dry? Does it feel like a particular color? Does it have a density to it? Or do you feel tight and pulled when you're feeling it? All of these things are very key in order for you to be able to stay in the present moment of what's going on versus getting hijacked into the past, into the story about what happened there. So all of these events, all of these parts to how I work with people are very key for helping people to begin to unfold what's happening in each present moment in your body.